A secret meeting involving 3 women took place in a rented car just 2 nights ago. They discussed how to ruin your reputation. Archangel Michael says, on the night that felt eerily calm, a dark vehicle sat quietly beneath a broken street lamp. Inside it, 3 women whispered with urgency, anger, and envy etched on their faces. Their meeting was not random, it was orchestrated to strike your name from its rightful honor. None of these women entered your life by coincidence, each was pulled toward you by hidden motives. Their voices didn't rise, but their intentions roared within the cabin of that rented car. One of them held a phone, recording, archiving, and organizing your downfall. They brought papers, photos, and pieces of your past they twisted into lies. Old messages were reinterpreted with malicious creativity. The woman in the passenger seat kept looking out the window, as if afraid their plan was being watched. That night, they didn't just gossip, they plotted. Your reputation was laid out like a map, with red markers of their jealousy placed at every turn. One woman, the loudest among them, vowed to silence your name for good. The air inside the car turned heavy, almost spiritually suffocating. As their curses floated through the cramped space, a shadow appeared on the glass. None of them noticed, but you were divinely covered at that exact moment. Archangel Michael says this shield was not accidental, it was invoked through your pain, your cries, your silence that screamed for justice. While their mouths moved, your name echoed in the higher realms as one not to be touched. But still, they continued, determined to damage what they could not understand. One woman, with a silver ring and a past tied closely to yours, suggested approaching someone close to you. They wanted to manipulate that person to speak against you publicly. What they don't know is that person already feels guilt, and heaven has already whispered the truth to them. They pulled up your photos and mocked your success, yet behind each of their eyes was fear. The more they insulted you, the more they revealed how much they feared your rise. Comment if you feel the energy shifting already. They made a plan for this week, to release a lie at a time when you'd be most vulnerable. But heaven is aware. Angels are already reversing the current of their plans like a divine undertow pulling their illusions away from you. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The car eventually drove off, headlights dimmed, carrying with it the weight of their bitterness. But their energy left a trace in the air, enough for the spiritual to see. Even their license plate is remembered in the archives of heaven. They circled back to your past not because they found truth, but because they couldn't handle your present. They fear the way your light makes others trust you without explanation. That's why they chose to attack your name first. One of the women has a connection to your work, possibly a client or someone who tried to copy you. Her failed attempts have turned into hatred. She suggested planting a false document in a place where someone of influence could find it. But God stepped in already. That paper will never leave the drawer it was hidden in. Comment if you felt chills just now, because what was meant to destroy you is now being used to reveal them instead. Archangel Michael says the camera outside a nearby building caught more than just the car, it recorded their faces, the timestamp, even the license number. That footage will come into your hands at the right time. What they tried to keep secret is now being seen under a divine spotlight. You've been feeling uneasy these past 2 nights because your soul sensed the plotting. That tightness in your chest wasn't just stress, it was spiritual resistance. But even now, heaven is clearing your name in places you haven't yet walked into. You are being protected, but also prepared. What's being revealed isn't just what they said, it's why they said it. Comment if you're ready to receive the full unveiling. Type Amen to get blessing 147. They made a phone call to someone from your city, a man who used to admire you but recently turned cold. He was manipulated by half-truths and false promises. He agreed to distance himself from you without knowing the full scheme. However, he has begun to feel haunted by regret. He's been waking up in the middle of the night with your name on his mind. The weight of betrayal is already cracking the walls of that alliance. One of the women recently made a post online meant to target you indirectly. She assumed you wouldn't see it. But angels directed your eyes to it, not to hurt you, but to confirm that the whispers are being exposed. A private investigator was contacted, but what they don't know is that this investigator has a conscience. Instead of feeding into the lies, they documented the evil intention and saved it for when you'd need it most. Comment if you feel a layer of protection surrounding you now. Someone has stepped forward, anonymously, with screenshots of their group chat. Their intentions are turning inward, and one of the three women has begun to fear the others. Jealousy always eats its own. There will be an email sent soon, one you must open. Inside it is the first thread of truth that will unravel the entire plan. Your patience is not in vain, and your name is about to be cleansed before the same eyes that were meant to condemn you. Type Amen to get blessing 575. They said your name with venom, but didn't realize how holy your spirit has become. A person cannot curse what is anointed. Every whisper against you is now echoing into justice. The woman who started this is facing breakdowns in her own household. Her mirror has become her enemy. She cannot look at herself without seeing your face, and she doesn't understand why. The second woman, once filled with fire, is now beginning to shake. Her voice has gone hoarse. Because what she said about you is looping back to her in real time. The third woman is silent. She's begun distancing herself from the others. She fears the backlash of being associated with this mission. An unexpected ally is about to reach out to you, someone who was on the edge of that circle but refused to step in fully. They will come with clarity. They will come with evidence. A package will arrive soon. Inside is something they wanted to hide but got rerouted divinely. That parcel holds power. Comment if you already sense it arriving. Type Amen to get blessing 1299. One of your relatives has overheard pieces of their conversations. She didn't understand at first but remembered your name mentioned. Now, she's trying to find a way to tell you without creating more harm. They used a friend of yours to fish for information. But your instincts made you remain quiet at the right moments. Your silence has become your strongest weapon. Archangel Michael says you're being handed a divine reversal. Those who gathered against you will scatter. The ones who plotted in the dark will be exposed in the light of the very audience they tried to poison. You are being positioned, not punished. You are being tested, not tormented. You are being prepared, not pushed aside. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Your destiny was never small enough to be destroyed by three broken minds. They saw your power even when you doubted yourself. Now, you must stand in the truth of who you are. There's a camera that captured the moment the woman opened the folder with your name. That footage will resurface at the perfect moment. It is already protected by hands beyond human reach. You will begin to notice strange silence from people who used to be loud around you. That's because they're realizing what's about to happen. Comment if you can already feel the shift. Type Amen to get blessing 2090. One of the women involved is now facing pressure from someone unexpected. Her own sister has begun questioning her behavior. The sister had a dream about you, vivid and powerful, where your name was covered in light and protected by warriors in golden armor. That dream scared her enough to confront the woman behind the scheme. The sister found the notes and scribbled names tucked beneath a drawer, and your name was at the center of a circle. She knows now that something spiritual is unfolding, and it's no longer just a personal feud. Comment if you can feel your name being lifted from the darkness. Another woman from that meeting had a romantic tie to someone you once trusted. Her bitterness stems not from what you did, but from what he told her about you. His admiration was never hidden. That seed of jealousy grew until it choked her logic. Now she's trying to access his old messages to piece together lies. But the more she uncovers, the more your purity comes through. She's starting to realize the truth, and it's making her anxious. Your image keeps appearing to her in moments of silence, on her phone, in dreams, and even on someone's profile she accidentally stumbled upon. This is no accident. You are being revealed to her as someone not to be played with. A strange glitch happened in her device when she tried to upload something about you. It failed multiple times, even after resetting. She tried again, but the screen went black and showed only one word: protected. Comment if you know this was not coincidence. Type Amen to get blessing 4911. In another moment, the first woman, who orchestrated it all, was nearly caught. She dropped a printed message with your initials in a public place, and a stranger picked it up. That person was spiritually aligned and immediately felt something was wrong. Instead of throwing it away, they photographed it and prayed over it. They said your name aloud and instantly felt a surge of emotion. Now, that paper is on its way to someone who will help vindicate you. These women underestimated your resilience and the divine realm that guards you. They thought attacking your character would break you. But you were built by fire and refined through storms. They are only pushing you deeper into your purpose. Archangel Michael says, they have ignited a reversal. The harm they've thrown is now returning in multiplied force. Not because you wished harm, but because heaven demands balance. Now, your silence will be louder than their accusations. Your grace will be your defense. And your destiny will laugh in the face of their lies. Someone who was once neutral is being awakened. They are going to step forward in a surprising way, confessing their knowledge of this scheme. Their voice will crack the silence like thunder. Type Amen to get blessing 3740. One of the women is being haunted in her sleep. Each night, she dreams of standing in front of a mirror that refuses to show her reflection. In that void, your face keeps appearing, not with anger, but with quiet authority. She tries to shake it, but the dreams return. Even when she tries to erase you from her thoughts, your image returns stronger. Your energy is too divine to be erased by dark intentions. There is a place they met again recently, a cafe with a red door near an old marketplace. What they discussed there was meant to be their final plan. But they were overheard again, this time by someone who knows both you and them. This person stayed quiet for days, uncertain of how to come forward. But a sudden incident, a number repeating on their phone, a strange encounter with someone from your family, pushed them toward courage. They're preparing to send you an anonymous message. You might feel it before it arrives, a flutter in your chest, a pressure on your forehead, or an unexpected dream. Trust it. Your spirit already knows what's on the way. Your name has been written into books of protection. That night in the car, though filled with darkness, was also a divine setup. You had to be mentioned, for the reversal to begin. Comment if you're claiming your name back. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. Archangel Michael says this is not the end of the exposure, it's only the beginning. A domino effect has begun. What was meant to break you is now building the ladder that will elevate you. This event was spiritual warfare disguised as gossip. But the light has already won. Even their voices are beginning to weaken. Your ancestors are watching. The bloodline that survived battles, exile, betrayal, they are now holding your hand in the spirit. This moment is not just personal, it's ancestral. The vehicle they rented is now tied to legal issues. The receipt was traced to one of their aliases, and someone filed a report regarding suspicious activity. What they meant to keep hidden is now under public record. There's a court case that will arise. Not directly from you, but connected to something they did around the same time. That case will bring their names into light, and your name will be cleared in the process. Prepare for whispers to turn into confessions. One of them cannot handle the pressure anymore. Her health is being affected, her relationships are crumbling. Type Amen to get blessing 6018. You will notice strange shifts, people who doubted you will begin to watch you again, silently admiring. Don't rush to forgive or confront. Let the truth do its work. You've always been covered, even when you didn't feel it. This is why you're still standing. You're still glowing, still walking forward, even with invisible knives in your back. Your story will inspire others one day. Not because of the pain, but because of how powerfully you rose. Their plan to bury you only helped plant the foundation. An envelope is coming with important information. Open it carefully, it holds a key detail that links back to their plan. Save it. You'll need it soon. A phone call might come from an unknown number. You'll recognize the voice, it'll tremble. It will be one of the three, ready to say the truth before their own world collapses. Comment if you're ready to rise above all of this with clarity, power, and divine justice. Type Amen to get blessing 888. One of the women has already visited a healer to cleanse herself of guilt, but the spiritual stain is too deep. The healer saw visions during the session, your name glowing, your image surrounded by protection, and warned her to stop before irreversible karma follows. She left shaken, pale, and afraid, because now she knows the spiritual realm is backing you. The second woman is trying to act normal, posting online, laughing in public, but her phone keeps glitching when she types your name. Every time she tries to share something negative, the app crashes. She's beginning to believe something powerful is defending you beyond human control. Her friends are starting to notice her paranoia. She avoids mirrors, whispers during phone calls, and deleted over 300 messages overnight. She thinks erasing the trail will free her, but the energy has already locked in. The third woman, who once led the group, is falling behind. Her influence is cracking. The people who once supported her are now questioning her intentions. Someone at her workplace has discovered her involvement. Documents were leaked. A formal inquiry is being prepared, and your name is about to be removed from the scandal entirely. Comment if you can feel the shift from silence to vindication. Type Amen to get blessing 4422. Meanwhile, you are being led toward your next elevation. The chaos they stirred is now becoming the wind beneath your rise. Heaven is using their actions to clear your path of hidden enemies. A strange dream will come to you soon. You will see a red door, a circle of light, and 3 shadows fading. This is not just a dream, it's a prophetic vision marking their retreat and your ascension. One of your dreams will come true in unexpected form. A project, offer, or opportunity delayed for months will suddenly move forward. What they tried to delay has been rerouted back to you, tenfold. Archangel Michael says the divine courtroom has already ruled in your favor. Earthly timelines are now catching up with the spiritual verdict. You will be declared blameless. You might feel surges of tiredness, sudden emotional shifts, or bursts of joy. Don't ignore them. These are signs of spiritual detachment from their energy. Your aura is being recharged and restored. The woman who tried to harm your image will soon be seen differently by those she sought to impress. Her name will be questioned. Her intentions will be unmasked. Type Amen to get blessing 1103. Someone is about to speak publicly, not in your defense, but in accidental truth. A comment, a message, a voice note, they will slip, and in doing so, expose everything. That moment will be shared, seen, and felt by those who once doubted you. An old message they manipulated will reappear in its original form. This will reveal the truth behind the twisted story they spread. That one revelation will silence all speculation. Your energy is too strong for their traps. That's why their efforts are beginning to backfire. They underestimated your spirit, but now, they fear your strength. You're not just rising, you're about to glow. Your voice, your presence, your very footsteps will speak louder than their gossip. Watch how heaven beautifies your story. A letter is being written about you, not by a stranger, but by someone they tried to convince. That person sees through their lies now and wants to express what they really believe. That letter will reach a leader, a gatekeeper, someone with the power to restore what was tampered with. Comment if you're receiving the restoration your name deserves. Type Amen to get blessing 3009. Their alliance is now fragile. The same whispers they used against you are now turning against each other. They don't trust each other anymore. They're each worried the others will expose them first. And this fear is unraveling their unity. The more they blame each other, the more the truth spills out. They had a chat group titled after a sarcastic nickname meant for you. That chat is being screenshotted right now by someone within it. And that person will leak it, not for revenge, but for justice. Your silence has become their nightmare. They expected you to panic, to respond. But your peace has shaken them more than any confrontation could. You are winning battles you don't even know are happening. People in high places are defending you without ever needing your presence. You've been talked about in rooms where you were not invited, but your name was respected nonetheless. Comment if you know heaven fights for you even when your hands are tired. Type Amen to get blessing 2777. A public event is coming, online or in person, where your truth will be confirmed in front of many. Not just in words, but in energy. You will walk in power, and they will see they never had a chance to destroy you. The one woman who's crumbling most is trying to flee accountability. She is looking for a new job, new city, new environment, but wherever she goes, your name still haunts her. Because you were never the problem, her darkness was. There is a spiritual price being paid right now for the lies they created. Relationships are breaking down, health is suffering, money is disappearing. They sowed poison and are now drinking from their own cup. You will be offered an apology. It will be half-hearted at first, disguised in casual words. But do not be fooled, watch the energy behind it. Archangel Michael says, forgiveness is powerful, but wisdom is sacred. You don't need to re-enter their circle to prove you've healed. Let the door remain closed, even after the truth is known. Type Amen to get blessing 50-50. Continue to walk tall. The shame they tried to hang on you has fallen to the ground. Now it follows them wherever they go. A platform will soon highlight you. It might be a blog, a stage, a post, a video, where your work, your journey, or your truth will be shared. It will draw admiration and love. One of the 3 women will privately message someone you trust, asking them to talk to you for her. She wants to smooth things over quietly. But the season for quiet resolution has passed. This is the time for divine justice, not cover-ups. You didn't expose them, heaven did. You remained still, and angels moved for you. Everything they stole, opportunities, friendships, favor, will return to you multiplied. You will be honored where you were once rejected. And their envy will be their own undoing. Comment now if you're walking in the fullness of your restored name. Type Amen to get blessing 11111.